What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another third-party review, and as promised today we're taking a look at third-party Fansproject CA-11 downforce. And this is their version of Dragstrip here, as you can see. And he is a very cool sports car here. Something, not really F1, probably more of like a GT style car. But very cool, downforce being very appropriate for a car that requires a lot of downforce. I really like the looks of this car. He rolls pretty nice. It took a little bit of getting used to the front end being so much bigger than the back, but overall I don't really think it's that big of a problem. Fairly sure there's cars built like that. The one thing I don't really like about this is with all this incredible nice detailing and everything like that, you got these half wheels again. And when you have these half wheels, you now have this big strip of completely unpainted yellow. It would have been really nice to have this done in black. By comparison, here is our breakdown, and you can see he's got the half wheels too, but at least they painted the inside with matching colors, so it makes it look overall a little bit better in my opinion. Now, in terms of the overall look of this guy, I would probably rate him as my third favorite. I really like Last Chance, who you'll see next week, and Breakdown, or Dead End and Breakdown I should say. And yeah, this guy is probably third on that list, just for personal preference. Unfortunately, based on transformation, this guy has the worst. He is the hardest to transform, and things will pop off, and yeah, it's just going to be kind of a mess. That's why we actually started in car form, because it's a pain. But before we get on to doing any transformations, let's take a couple comparisons. Here's our actual G1 drag strip here. Couldn't remember the name for a second. Just to give you a feel of how he looks here, let's raise this up. You can see it's obviously a different car, and I've heard many people say he's a more realistic looking race car this time. I forgot that should have been like that. More realistic. This is actually a real car with the 4 front tires. I can't remember the actual name of it, but this was a car that was made with 4 front tires like that. So this is realistic too. But yeah, there he is with his G1 self. For a better comparison of the rest of the Stunticons, there's our Breakdown and our Wild Rider analogs. I'll save Last Chance for next week. So let's try to get this guy transformed without too many parts falling off. Now the big problem are going to be these pieces right here, which connect to this like L-shaped thing, and this front piece right here which clips together. Those are the two things that are biggest pain, and honestly I'm going to try to do it without them popping off in any way, but the easiest way to do it is to just take them off and put them back on later. So first we're going to unplug these sides of the car here and just kind of get them out of the way. Then we're going to split the whole front end like so, and this is where it's going to kind of get a little bit messy. So we're just going to leave this like this, because again, my least favorite thing to do, and actually get onto the legs. The weapons, or weapon I should say, store down here, and they're really kind of a pain to get in. Hopefully I can show the reverse transformation after. And you have the world's tiniest little plug here to plug the two together to make a gun like so. Really small, definitely going to be easy to lose. Next, we'll come around here and kind of unplug the sides like this, and then it's a matter of kind of unfolding, or not unfolding, I'm sorry, you pull this up just to get it out of the way, then unfold everything like this. Legs are an extremely simple affair here. Then we're going to take his tiny little feet, probably my biggest gripe about this guy, and pull them there. Take his wheels here and unfold them all the way down like so. Then everything is going to kind of collapse on in like this, and then take this little piece here and fold it up, and that's how you make his one foot here, and split that apart too. So take this, fold this all the way around, and fold it on in And you'll see that there is that little tab in there that is supposed to hold the wheel. This particular side doesn't hold it as well as this one, but once it's in, you'll see it's like that, and then fold this piece. So we've got two legs here, like so. Now we'll come back to these disastrous arms. So we're going to take everything and kind of get it in a position close to what we think it's supposed to look like. And there you go, you saw how easy this thing popped off. So take this, fold that up like so. We're going to take the arm, because this needs to be on the side here. So we can take this and unfold everything, and just be careful of this piece that you give yourself enough clearance to get it around without it popping off, or with it popping off, who knows. So take that, and let's try this again. I hate these pieces. I absolutely hate these pieces. They just fall off all the time. Anyway, flip out his hands like so. And we mostly have them. We cheated those pieces. What we need to do is take this and bring it back so the piece goes back like this. Then take this top piece and kind of rotate it around to the front like that. And we'll do the same thing for the other side. Make sure our piece L's backwards. Bring that around to the front. And then it's just a matter of taking these pieces and putting them straight up like so. And then we've got our dead end, our drag strip slash downforce, whatever you feel like calling him, in his robot mode. And aesthetically in robot mode, he's lacking a little. He definitely looks better in his car mode. And this is probably where I would ding him to third place for my overall enjoyment of the aesthetics of these bots. I forgot one important piece, which is a problem because all these pieces. So we're going to take these and just get both of them completely out of the way. Put this like this and rotate this down. That way you don't have the big windshield on his head. There we go. Now we'll put everything back and fold it all in. And there we go. Bring his shoulders up so they actually are at the same height. I don't know. It's just so messy with these side pieces here. Like, honestly, aesthetically, if you take these off, I feel like he looks a million times better. I can't stand these pieces on the side, and they just pop off at every, chance they get. So, but since it's right, we'll put them back on. Hopefully I'm putting the correct ones on the correct side. Here. Come on. They're so limiting too. I mean, it kills a lot of his articulation because these stupid little pieces on him. So anyway, there we got him like this. We can give him his little gun here, which is pathetically tiny. But there we go. Articulation, you obviously have the shoulder so you can kind of raise it. He can go out to the side completely, but all the stuff starts hitting himself in the head. You can turn his arms, but not enough because of this stupid piece here. You got the double jointed elbow. Very limited because of, again, the pieces of kibble hanging off him. Head is on a good ball joint. He's also got a very nice, expressive looking face. You got a waist, you got a ball jointed hip, you got the swivel on the thigh, you got a nice knee joint, but again limited by more kibble hanging off him, and you got these tiny little toes which you can flip in and out. Overall, I really am not a big fan of this guy. He looks much better in his car mode than he does in his robot mode, and just all the stuff hanging off him just makes for an unattractive looking robot. So I think I have to give it to him because of the car mode. My least favorite actually is this guy. I really don't like a lot of the stuff going on him in car mode. It's okay. I just don't care for it as much as I care for this. But he has a better bot mode. Still not a huge fan of some of these angles like towards his feet, so that's why I would put this guy as third and this guy as fourth in my overall aesthetics pick. I would say my favorite, or second favorite actually, would be Car Crash. I believe that was his name, slash Breakdown. I rather like how he looks. He's a nice bot, but Last Chance is by far the best, Last Chance being Dead End. So for a final little guy here, we'll bring in our G1 Dragstrip just for comparison, and let's get a quick look at his face here, because he does have a nice looking face. The only thing I think I might have liked better would have been if he had a visor going across his eyes as opposed to this face here. There we go. That's a good picture finally. So yeah, he's not, you know, he's not horrible. To me, he's the least fun to transform of any of these three guys, and even Last Chance when we look at him next week. But again, he's a pretty decent figure, and I'm sure once he's part of the overall, I won't have any real complaints about him. So this is T2RX6. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.